Hey everyone, welcome to the Playback Podcast presented by Car, your weekly podcast featuring America's favorite dancers, hosted by America's favorite road warriors. We're your hosts, Jocelyn, Kristyn, and Olivia, and today we are covering all three brands once again. We are deep in the competition season, and we can't wait to get started.
Wow. I don't even know what week it is.
I know. It's all turning into a blur. This is the point in the season where it just starts to become a blur.
Yeah, I think this is the weekend where we're all on deck until Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yay.
Sick. Okay, I'd love to kick things off with a performance that I literally grabbed Kristyn's shoulder and was like, this is incredible. I'm talking about this. I'm writing it down right now. And then Jocelyn came to my show and she sat down after the performance and I was like, please tell me you didn't see that performance. And she was like, no, I didn't. And I was like, sick, I'm talking about it. Like I didn't want her to see it so I could call dibs. The performance was from Carbondale Beach, Act 167 Bank Heist from Step Up Academy of the Arts. I don't know where they came from. Well, they came from Nevada. That's where they came from. And they were awesome all weekend long. I loved all of their performances. I was like, I don't even understand. Okay, hip hop line, intermediate level, sick. So clean. I know like something about Vegas and like Nevada. I feel like their hip hop is so different and fun and exciting. And I was excited the entire time that they were doing their routine. Their dancers are so strong, so deep in the pocket. There was this one part where they all came out on stage and then threw money in the air. And I was like, oh, this is incredible. And it wasn't just like a little bit of money, like, you know, like $5. It was like hundreds of dollars from everyone's pockets on the stage. And I was just like, are you kidding? This is so cool. And that's the moment where I grabbed Kristyn's shoulder and I was like, I love this so much. Yeah, can't say enough great words about Step Up Academy of the Arts. I loved that performance. Thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing it to the event. I just feel like it brought up my energy and it was like very close to the awards ceremony too. So I didn't even have to like have any more coffee or have an energy drink because that one fired me up. I loved it.
They were good.
They were so
That was
good.
Fun.
That was a really fun one.
Have to go watch it.
Yeah,
I'm
you have to.
It was good. I wasn't on a show this weekend, but I did get to stop by Redondo Beach, and I have to talk about this group from Legacy Dance Company, 198 Work. So just to give you the backstory, I'm sitting there, I'm working, doing my DAC thing in the audience, and all of a sudden this group walks out, and already I'm kind of like, okay, what's going on over here? They start fierce serving. The girl in the center hits her pirouettes, and I was like, okay, like you guys got my attention. I'm putting my laptop down, and I immediately was like, I think it's exactly what I needed. I think it was not too long after that awards ceremony, so it's kind of like getting the energy back up again. You know how it goes after the awards ceremony. Everyone's taking their photos and doing their thing, and I feel like this dance, it was like everyone sat in their seat and was like ready. I just loved it so much. The song is great. It's just like a classic jazz. I feel like they were serving. It was like 6 girls just doing their thing. I just loved it so much. And like, I just love it when everyone is equally committed to the bit. So you very much saw like, there was like those 3 main girls that were just really serving. And I feel like they know, cause they were like looking for the judges to look at them, you know, and you can tell that there's dancers on stage and they're like, look at me. That was this group. So yeah, I just really enjoyed it. And I feel like kind of the same thing. It gave me a little pep in my step for like the rest of the day. So yeah, I just love it when a jazz comes in and it's like clean pirouettes. They come in, they take over the stage, and it was just so well done. So congrats to Legacy Dance Company.
Oh, wow, that's so exciting.
Yeah. Where were you, Liv?
I was in Omaha, Nebraska at Ultra. It was so cold.
I'm sure.
So I will be taking coat recommendations down in the comments, please. I really need it because we're going to some colder shows in New York and stuff. So please let me know. California girl through and through. But while we're talking about groups that woke us up, there was this super fun mega group, act number 95, Party Up from A Capriccio Dance Company. High energy hip hop. So fun. It ended up getting a power performance, and their reaction was just so fun because there was a million of them on stage, so they were jumping up and down, so excited. It was one of those pieces that you were like, I want to be in that dance because you guys look like you're having so much fun. They had 3 like lead boys that were kind of leading everything, and like it was going on and off the stage, so fun. I think choreographer, like props to the choreographer for working with that many dancers. so cool. I loved it. Woke me up though too. It was one of those I was like, okay, I want to be in the dance.
I love a wake up. The next one I want to talk about is Act 63 Tonight from Encore Elite. Dancer's name is Leona. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Came out straight out of the way, just killing it. Like that fierce walk forward, and you just know you're in for a treat. You're like, hello, good evening, how are you doing? She killed it. I was looking at her photos after the performance, and every photo was just such a moment. Like her facial expressions were so on point with the song. Her legs, she hit like a massive like leg hold moment, and photographer got it, obviously. And it was good. She was working, she was serving, like work. She was working.
Yeah.
It was so good. I can't wait to see how far she grows throughout the entire season, because this was so strong. I can't imagine like May, June. She's going to be flying across the stage probably, I bet.
Love it. Okay, I'm going to talk about an incredible dancer who's been on our car stage many, many times. This was from Car Houston, Act 312, 60 Years On, and this dancer's name is Mia Barone from Creative Dance. So we've seen Mia grow up on our car stages. She's been a longtime car kid. I can think back to the first time I saw her doing a cute little Chicago, Illinois, like as a junior. And so just to see her evolution over the last few years has been so beautiful to watch. She was a part of our Car Protege program for convention, and she's really just, I think, grown into her own these last 2 years. She came out with this gorgeous performance, which when I think of Mia, I think of the flawless technique and the lyrical, and just she's perfect.
Yeah.
And I feel like this performance, she got really restless, and she was able to throw things away and just really kind of come into her own. It was so beautiful. From the second she walked out on stage, I could tell, oh, this is different than something I've ever seen her do before, from the costume to just the entrance of her coming off on the side stage, you know. It was just so beautiful to watch, and I feel like her movement quality has grown so much, and I think it's really easy, especially as a senior dancer, to fall into the perfectionism of it all. And I feel like she literally is perfect. Like if you ask the MC that was on that show, she was like, I'm convinced she does ballet every day of her life. And she must, because the feet, the lines, the turns, everything is so beautifully perfect. And that's why I just loved watching this performance so much. I felt like it was so mature for her. I felt like it challenged her. And I was just so proud to watch her. And I feel like I don't know what she's doing after she graduates, whether, you know, she does college dance team or starts going on auditions, whatever it is. I know she's going to be successful, because you don't become a dancer like that without a work ethic. And she just, I know, has so many people in her corner cheering her on. And it was so bittersweet watching it and knowing like this is her last time competing on our stages. So I just wanted to say congratulations, Mia. We've loved watching you grow up on the car stage, and we're going to miss watching you so much. So thank you for spending your weekend at Car Houston with us. We love you, and we're so proud of you, and congrats on that first overall.
Oh, that was really nice.
I'm emo over here.
I'm fragile.
So sweet. Talking about beautiful dancers, I got a chance to see this dancer. Her name's Abby Verzel. Act number 65, A Moment Apart from United Dance Collective. I just have to say, this is the first time ever that I've felt like such a deep impact from a tap solo. From the moment she stepped out on that stage, I was drawn in, and she took me on a journey with her. Her emotions are like absolutely breathtaking. Her sounds are so clear. Just so, like, such a breath of fresh air is how I felt. She came out in this white costume with puffy sleeves and really, like, performed. I think, like, in tap, sometimes it's always, like, an upbeat, fun, like, tap is always super fun, super, like, dynamic. But this, like, it felt like I was watching an emotional contemporary piece. So that was a super cool moment for me as a dancer, choreographer, to, like, have that revelation watching this dancer. So I got a chance to connect with her choreographer, and she had a couple words that she wanted to say as well. She said that she started working with Abby for the first time last year, and over the past year she realized that Abby was really excelling and understood the musicality better than most college students that she's gotten to work with. And then she found this song, A Moment Apart, and just knew Abby was the only one that could rise to that challenge. And she said she is unreal. So I was like, wow, like for your choreographer to be able to take that moment and talk about you like that says so much about you as a dancer. And then she's just been super active on her social media. So we posted her solo there. You can see it here and there. Give her some love on that one. We hope to see you soon. She said she's coming to Ultra next year. So hopefully we'll see you at some other events like HD too.
Love it.
Okay, the next soloist I want to talk about, his name is Connor. He's from Step Up Academy of the Arts. Again, I've never seen Step Up Academy of the Arts before, and I was shook by all of their routines, and I had to narrow down my list so much because otherwise we'd talk for an hour just about their studio alone. He had a solo, Act 237 Arcade, placed first overall, rightfully so, very beautiful. This boy is technically sound, like similar to a Mia Barone. I wrote on here, remember Ben from Elite?
Yes.
He reminded me of a younger version of Ben.
Love
The way that he performed this solo, I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, he is joy. He is happiness. And the way that he just glided across the stage, I was just like so enamored by him. And I was like, wow, like I could sit and watch you dance like forever. Like, let me just sit back. Like, just keep going. Like, bring out another partner, do another dance, like whatever you want. Like, do all your tricks. I want to see it all. Like, keep going. I'm not going to limit you at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Keep going, you know? I was just really excited to see him. And then not only did he do this beautiful lyrical solo, but then he hops out and does that elite or the intermediate hip hop line. And then he's getting in the pocket. And I'm like, who are you? You're cool. He was really cool. And then Zechariah, too. I loved him as well. He also had another solo, and he killed it. And the tricks that he can do, hello?
Yeah.
I was, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, kudos to that faculty. You guys are raising some strong dancers. Like, just
Strong.
solid. Like,
Yeah.
it's very impressive. It's very impressive to see.
Like, all styles of dance strong. It's so wild. I was like, dang, I want to be you guys.
Yeah.
How can I be all of you?
Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is from Car Hayward. This was 441, Run to You. This dancer's name is Brooklyn Barrios from Michelle's Dance Explosion. I just always look forward to her solos. There's just something so powerful, and I just said it in the last one too. Like, Brooklyn is solid. Whether it's her turns, whether it's her legs, whether it's her tricks, she's solid. Like, she's just grounded, I feel like. And I love watching dancers that, I mean, she's a tiny girl. She's pretty short, and she's just zooming all over this stage. Like, if you watch the camera work alone, I can tell, like, that videographer was like, oh, I need to be on it.
She made them fight for their lives.
Exactly. She was all over the place, and it was not chaotic in any means. It was just, it's so naturally fluid back and forth across the stage, and it was just so stunning to watch. She was in this gorgeous red outfit, and what I love about Brooklyn is I feel like she has such a genuine expression, and when she emotes on stage, it's like that's the purest emotion that she's feeling in that moment. Like, nothing's rehearsed, nothing is coming off as a character or intentional, if that makes sense. It's all just like in her subconscious of like, this is what I'm feeling in this moment, and I feel like that's what makes her so powerful to watch.
It reads really well.
It reads so well, and I feel like that's like, if you're a dancer who struggles with expressions and knowing what moments to feel and use facials, she's a great example of that, because nothing ever looks forced. It's always just so naturally flowing through her, and I feel like she finds the moments to smile, she finds the moments to look hurt, and it's just, she does it so beautifully. So I was just very excited to see her solo, and she had another solo as well, stunning. But yeah, just congratulations, Brooklyn. Always excited to watch you on our car stages.
I have another solo that I want to talk about. It's act number 9, Get Me to the Church. Her name is Callie Morris. I had to talk about her because she won first overall competitive soloist, age 7 to 9. Just darling, like truly, like could be a Shirley Temple reincarnated, like just the cutest thing ever. Came out in this little white costume. Her facial expressions, it was one of those things that was like, you're like 7 or 8 and nothing looks forced. Like, you look like you're having the time of your life, but also so well rehearsed in the dance part of it, like just pointed feet, straight legs, just having a blast on stage. And then she got off the stage and I quickly whipped up this little edit for our LED walls, and she was standing by the LED wall pointing and saying, that's me for like literally 20 minutes. It was so cute. Just, I love the like freshness of that age and the joy that they have, and it's so cool to see it when it trails all the way up to like the older dancers and it's still there with them. I love it. It's so good. Dance is so good.
Dance is really cool. Okay, I have one last one to talk about from Redondo Beach. It was Act 351 Brother from Legacy Dance Academy. Legacy Dance Academy, also absolutely insane. Every dance that they brought out was so different. Every single one. And I also had to narrow down my list for them as well, because I could have talked about them for a couple hours as well. I walked in towards the last 2 8 counts of this routine, and I was so mad because I direct on the weekends. So I'm running around making sure everyone's good, taking care of my team members, grabbing best ofs to post on Instagram. Like, I'm doing a bunch of different things at one time. So when I get to go in and see a performance, like, I am fully engaged in that performance. And I knew from the last 2 8 counts that I needed to watch the entire thing. So I obviously saw that it was posted on social media like maybe 3 hours after, and I was like, okay, let me go and watch that whole thing. And I was not disappointed at all by that performance. I knew from the costume it was incredible. They had like the gloves, they had the white shirts with the vests and the pants. It was a hip hop performance, and it was so clean, like so clean. It was giving World of Dance vibes. I guess you could say, like, that's the vibes that I was getting from the routine. Good song choice, hip hop, so out of this world. There's this part, I had to write it down so that I could like really articulate it. There's a cool visual part where they're in a group. It's 3 lines with levels, and it was so visually pleasing. Like, they were doing like some tutting and all of that. I love that. Give me more of that. I loved it so much. And then there's a big break moment where they remove their vests, and I was sitting at my desk like a couple hours ago, just a few seats over there, and I literally jumped out of my seat and I was like, this is incredible. I'm talking about this right now. So I like quickly typed everything up, and I was like downloading the video, like, oh my gosh, they're cool. And the tap from Legacy Dance Academy was so cool. All of their soloists in the elite solo 15 to 19 division. Insane.
Yeah, I think I have a new love for tap. After watching that, I was like, wow.
I'm so proud of you.
I love it. Like, really, she did something for me. I like switched something in my brain. I was like, okay, like maybe I'm going to go take a tap private lesson, a tap class. Maybe I'll start there.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
We could get that started for you.
Okay.
We'll hit up Holland Hardy.
Okay.
She'll
Yeah,
get
for
you ready
sure.
to rock.
Perfect.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
Did you have another one, Liv?
Yeah, I have one last one. I have Act 128, Sand, Mia from Northland School of Dance. Power performance, ultra competitive first overall teen soloist. She did all the things, you know. She came out and commanded the stage immediately with just her eyes. She was on the floor, and her eye makeup was like electrifying. Like, if you look back at her photos, it's like you're dialed in on her. Athleticism and control was absolutely insane, but also like something about how she was able to like throw herself off her center and then re-catch herself up. It was really something that I was like, wow, this really stood out to me. But I really wanted to touch on her costuming and her makeup, because I wanted to put out there that it doesn't go unnoticed. I think like a lot of times, like moms doing their competition kids makeup and stuff, it's like, oh, we got a lot to do today, but it really, really adds to the performance. The costuming, it keeps you inside of what they're trying to show us as a performance. And so I wanted to give a shout out to her and her costuming and makeup. So good. And the dancing was just incredible. So athletic, so cool. Really cool girl.
I like that you said electrifying, and it was at Ultra.
Oh, yeah.
She understood the assignment.
She did.
Okay, I'm going to give a couple of our MC picks. So obviously we can't be everywhere all at once. So we got to reach out to some of our MCs, and they gave us their favorite picks of the week. From Car Coeur d'Alene, our MC Adria loved number 477, Anna Winter. From Roots Acro Sports, she said the energy was phenomenal, along with great hair and costumes. It had amazing technique, and it was even student choreographed.
No way.
So my question is, Anna Winter, Wintour, was it like a Devil Wears Prada situation? Because that's what I think of the second I hear Anna Wintour. I'm like, oh, it's giving Devil Wears Prada. Like we're doing a fashion statement situation. And she said the costumes and hair were everything. So I'm thinking that's the vibe.
I like it.
Love it. She also chose 506 Losing Control from Dance Motions. She said their concept was so cool and unique. The technique was gorgeous and they hit every move with so much power. It was so entertaining to watch. So again, congratulations to Dance Motions. And then last but certainly not least, you guys are going to giggle at this one.
I love giggling.
So our MC Adam Lee was in Car Hayward and he loved 523 Invincible from Michelle's Dance Explosion. He said, and I quote, "Okay, Camo, the energy, the vibe, the moment. The whole crew ate this up." And then he said, "OxyClean needs to watch out because they're coming for the crispy and clean brand."
Oh my God.
And that's our MC, Adam Lee, if you guys don't know him.
The best.
We love him. He's always the first to hype you guys up. And it's just,
Literally.
it's so fun as an MC to watch every single performance. So thank you to those MCs for giving your recommendations for the week. We appreciate it, and we always love highlighting even more than we can touch on.
I have a videographer pick, which is cool. Our videographers, they sit and they're watching every single performance, and they're following your dancers along the stage. My videographer, Destiny Raider, she texted me like literally mid-filming and was like, "You have to talk about this one." And then after the performance, she told me all about it. And she said she was at Car Houston, and she said it was Act 389, Rewrite and Ending from Creative Dance. She said, this number was iconic. She's like, please tell everyone. And I was like, it was iconic.
Wow, I got to watch it.
I know.
Love it. Wow. Clearly, you guys are making an impact on our crew members because it's very cool, especially when they're non-dancers. If they're feeling attached to your performances and they're feeling that impact, that just is kudos to your studio, to your choreographer, to your costume designer. Like it very much takes a village to make it happen. So just congratulations to you guys. Where are you headed this weekend?
I'm actually off this weekend.
Whoa.
It's my last weekend off.
I was going to say.
And then we're going bananas.
Ooh. I'm going to be in Ultra, Tennessee. I think it's Lebanon.
Lebanon, yeah.
Where will you be?
We're excited.
I'm going to go to Carr Boardman, Ohio this weekend. So
Whoa.
I'm excited. I feel like I went to Ohio a lot during like 2019, 2021. Like I feel like I was there consistently.
Yeah.
And then I feel like, I don't know what happened. They just stopped sending me there. We love it. It's exciting. As much as this part of the season turns into a blur and it's like, I'm sure you guys feel it too. You guys are probably on like your third or fourth competition of the season. It gets to be a little exhausting, but again, your performances wake us up. It doesn't matter if it's Sunday night at 9 p.m. and we're exhausted. If you come out and you do your thing, like we are all for it.
We're sat.
Let us know which ones we should watch if you're coming to our cities.
Yes.
Yeah. Let us know. We'll give the teams heads up, all the things.
Yeah. If Liv's there, she'll try to get her good little cool video footage for you.
We love seeing you guys.
Yes. Well, as always, thank you guys for watching. Oh, I forgot. One last thing. Sorry.
It's okay.
And we're just going to throw it in at the end. So over the weekend at Car Redondo, we did have one of our Hope Stories who was there with her studio, Miss Elena Bender. She was there with Step Up, and we got a chance to have her not just come up on stage and do her normal little spiel that she does, but we actually got a chance to sit down with her and her mom to hear just about what DAC has been doing in their lives these past 3 years. She got diagnosed at age 9, and it's crazy to see how old she's getting and the fact that she's killing it with her solos and her groups. It's just very cool to see her getting better and healing and all of that. So we're going to go ahead and just throw in a quick little clip, but make sure you guys follow the Dancers Against Cancer YouTube page because that's where we've put all of our long format videos. So make sure you guys are following that. Hope you guys enjoy this video. And as always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the road. Bye.
Hi, my name's Elena Bender, and I'm a dancer against cancer.
Hi, my name's Nicole Bender, and my daughter is Elena Bender.
Currently, I am 12 years old, and when I got diagnosed, I was 9 years old.
So when we first found out Elena had cancer, it was kind of a halt.
There's been ups and downs, a lot of hardships, but it's fun. Like, Dance is my life and I love to do it.
So when Jocelyn first reached out to us, I knew that this would be the perfect opportunity for Elena.
Jocelyn reached out to my parents and was like, hey, you want to do a video with Derek Huff and Haley, his fiance? And I was like, yeah, I do.
In the midst of the 3-year span, she has gotten the most extreme experiences that most kids don't get because she was sick.
It's really nice to know that people have gone through the same thing I do, and I kind of like comfort them in a way.
You see these kids fight, and they fight so hard over these past 3 years. That's what she did. In her dance, in life, in her diagnosis, she just kept going.
You just felt welcome, and that's what I love about DAC, is that they're so welcoming. They love you, they treat you with respect, they just love you.
DAC, everybody involved has been the best thing that's happened to her. She's my inspiration.
Thank you very much. You're great supporters. Thank you.